आप जुड़े हो मेरे साथ। मैं हूं एक बार फिर से आपका होस्ट और दोस्त जेमी ऑल्टर on the cricket channel called Are You Here for the Cricket, brought to you by Dafa News. It's another live stream. It's another live stream called Coffee and Cricket with Jamie. I've got my coffee mug from the lovely people at Coffee Culture Bhilwara. Let me take a sip and let's get this discussion going. Mhm. कॉफी, मैं, आप और क्रिकेट की ढेर सारी बातें, और क्या चाहिए आपको मंडे मॉर्निंग? Well, dosto, we are recapping yesterday's match, the final match of the group stage of this World Cup between India and Netherlands at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. ठीक वही हुआ जो मैंने एक्सपेक्ट किया था, यानी कि इंडियन टीम ने 400 रन बनाए। शतक तो विराट कोहली से नहीं आया, शतक रोहित और गेल से नहीं आया, लेकिन शतक आए श्रेयस अय्यर का, who got his first World Cup 100 as well as his highest score in one-day international cricket. And then KL Rahul also got another World Cup 100. He got one in 2019. इस World Cup के पहले मैच में he was 97 not out. He got 100 this match after a bit of a lull, because from that 97 against Australia, he'd gone 6 innings without hitting 40 once. There were, of course, two not out innings, but this is the kind of innings you wanted from KL Rahul, wanted from Shreyas Iyer. In fact, KL Rahul is the fastest 100 ever for India at the World Cup. So you've ticked off two more boxes. Shreyas Iyer has grown in stature in the last 3 innings. KL Rahul's got 100, and your middle order is now going into the knockouts looking much, much tougher than it did, let's say, 3 or 4 games ago. Was the result expected? Absolutely. This is what I thought would happen. Yes, full credit to Netherlands for keeping India on the field for almost 48 overs. You know, the margin of defeat could have been, should have been, some will say, a lot more than 160 runs, but that's okay. India were nowhere near top gear as a bowling unit yesterday. We saw that there was no massive wickets from Mohammad Shami. Bumrah and Siraj didn't run through the order. Kuldeep Yadav once again did exactly what he's been doing all World Cup, and Ravindra Jadeja also chipped in with 2 wickets. Bit of a talking point. Virat Kohli bowling, Rohit Sharma bowling. I think Virat Kohli got a wicket after 2014, and this was the first time in ODIs that Rohit Sharma was forced to bowl since 2016. Shubman Gill bowled, Suryakumar Yadav bowled. It sort of added to the whole festive nature of Diwali. Maybe you thought it was a bit disrespectful because you shouldn't be using bowlers who don't bowl on a regular basis. Perhaps had this been a different situation, we could have been a bit more critical of that. But ठीक है, आपको थोड़ा हंसी मजाक करना था. The fans got what they wanted to see, except Virat Kohli's 50th 100. Did you notice 49 cutouts? 49 of Virat Kohli's previous 49 one-day hundreds, lifelike cutouts all along the road leading into Chinnaswamy Stadium, because this is the ground that Virat Kohli calls home. He doesn't call the Firoz Shah Kotla home anymore. He calls the Chinnaswamy Stadium home. So all said and done, a good start by India. Rohit Sharma got a 50. Shuman Gill looked like he himself might get 250. Virat Kohli struggled for a while, but again, you got a sense that maybe because he struggled throughout the World Cup and then gone on to post big scores, कल के दिन भी उनका 50वां सेंचुरी होता, नहीं होता. Aborted starts from all three of them. Hats off to Netherlands for pegging India back, but once Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul were set, it was very, very tough to stop them, and they put on a 200-run partnership. जैसे कि मैंने कहा था, इंडिया 9-0 जाएगी सेमीफाइनल्स पर. 3 दिन का गैप है. You know India struggles against teams when it comes to knockout matches, but this time, like I said before, my faith has gone through the roof when it comes to India with each passing win that they've done. 9-0 unprecedented. ये पहले कभी नहीं हुआ किसी वर्ल्ड कप में कोई भी भारतीय टीम 9-0 मार्जिन से सेमीफाइनल्स के अंदर अपना अपना पहला कदम ले ले. Tougher things do wait against New Zealand at the Wankhede on the 15th of November, but I'm willing to say here, right here, for all of you people watching, India is not going to repeat any past mistakes at the toss. There's 45 minutes of proverbial madness, sloppiness are not going to come, because what India have gained by getting into the semifinals 9-0, despite not having Hardik Pandya, the most pivotal all-rounder, I think this team is in pretty good shape to beat New Zealand. But we have many shows to do around that match. For now, I'm saying Happy Diwali once again. The Indian team gave its fans what they wanted, a good win to go into the semifinals. As I said, unprecedented on a 9-0 streak. Bring on the Black Caps. चलिए अब देखते हैं कि बहुत बहुत कमेंट्स आए हैं. कॉफी लेते हैं. विपुल सोनी कह रहे जय भाई, अगर आज विराट की सेंचुरी हो जाता तो नॉकआउट में स्टोर ऑन का रेस खत्म हो जाता. बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो विपुल सोनी, आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो. मुझे भी अभी थोड़ी फिक्र है कि कहीं ना कहीं अगर उस स्थिति में आ गया विराट कोहली, तो क्या वो स्लो डाउन करेंगे अपना 50वां लैंडमार्क 50वां शतक के खोज में? I agree with you. The monkey should have gotten off his back yesterday, but nahi hua. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Manish Solanki, hi Jamie. I want you to do a program like Pavilion. You're a wonderful cricket analyst. भाई शुक्रिया मनीष आपने इतना इतना प्यार दिया स्नेह आपका लेकिन ऐसे shows करने की मेरी औकात तो नहीं है. You have to be part of a big channel. I was part of news channels for 18 years. मेरा कभी सही कहूँ सच कहूँ आपसे मेरा कभी ऐसा कोई शो में इंटरेस्ट नहीं था. I don't think I'm a person who can host and anchor for four ex cricketers. I'd love to. I've had the opportunities of doing something like that. Thank you for your love. But आप जो कह रहे हो इस ऐसे शो को चलाने में अरबों पैसे लगते हैं. You need to be very high up in a sports channel. I am not. I am very happily. I have left my news channel and my website life behind me. 18 साल तक मैं जुड़ा था बड़े बड़े स्पोर्ट्स चैनल्स के साथ और अखबारों के साथ. अभी मैं बहुत खुश हूं क्योंकि मुझे थोड़ा एक्टिंग पे फोकस करना है, थोड़ा एंकरिंग पे फोकस करना है, पॉडकास्टिंग पे फोकस करना है. बहुत बहुत चीजें मैं कर रहा हूँ मनीष. जो मैं आप लोग के साथ ये कर पा रहा हूँ ये मुमकिन नहीं होता if I'd stuck on to doing the big things I was doing. So thank you for your love. I would perhaps in theory I would like to do a show like that, but सच बात है कि ऐसे शो को चलाने के लिए it's a bit above my pay grade. But thank you. Kiran is back. Atmosphere and team looks so good. It does. It's looked good for 9 matches. Yesterday was like a celebration of India's greatness. Also, we got two new all-rounders. Well, we had two all-rounders a long time ago, but for various reasons they decided not to bowl. Livingston, why couldn't our bowlers claim wickets yesterday? Concerning. No, it would have been concerning, Livingston, had the Indian team found itself in this situation before. But in eight successive matches, the team never got in a situation where they couldn't get wickets. It was a combination of them taking Netherlands a little easy. The moment that Mohammad Siraj left the field for a while, they turned to their sixth bowler. And we've been talking, okay, if someone gets injured, who's India's sixth bowler going to come? So maybe it was just an experiment to try and see what Virat Kohli can do. Not like he's not bowled before. He's taken wickets. He's got a fair amount of wickets. But this was his first wicket since 2014. So it says how irregular a bowler he is. I'm not concerned because look, the Chinnaswamy is flat. It's tough to take wickets there. Netherlands batted much better than they usually do. I think the biggest thing for me, the biggest takeaway for me is that India just took it lightly. A lot of smiling, a lot of laughing. You're never going to see Virat, Rohit, Shubman, and Sky bowl again. Bordering, like I said, bordering on being disrespectful to the occasion and to the opposition. I think they got carried away by. I mean, what was Virat Kohli doing? Virat Kohli was celebrating like he just scalped the biggest wicket in the world. थोड़ा मुझे वो immature लगा. I thought Rohit Sharma's chilled out approach was a bit, I'll use the word that you use, concerning, but only because this team has bowled out every single opposition for 8 matches before this. I'm not going to be too concerned. ET, looking at the swing bowling Indian bowlers got against Sri Lanka and Wankhede looks promising against New Zealand. Look, we've seen this, and I've said this before. If you're chasing under lights at the Wankhede, the first 20 overs are extremely difficult to bat. But like Glenn Maxwell proved, if you can get through those 20 overs, the ball doesn't do anything. So yes, be it India chasing or be it New Zealand chasing, the first 20 overs, if it's New Zealand chasing, if they don't lose 5, 6 wickets against Bumrah, Shami, Siraj in the top 20 overs, they will feel confident. If India don't lose 3 to 4 wickets against Bolt and Ferguson and Saudi in the first 20 overs, if they're chasing, they'll also look confident. So definitely, we've seen enough evidence of what the Wankhede does under lights that it's not easy to chase in the first 20 overs. So both कह रहे हैं, sir, I criticized Rohit quite a lot before World Cup. कोई नहीं, मैंने भी किया. But the hitman is leading on the front in front of the World Cup and most valuable player. Like I said, Virat Kohli might get more runs in this World Cup, but for me, Rohit Sharma will be India's player of the tournament. जो रोहित शर्मा हर मैच में करते आए सिवाय 2 मैच पे जब वो 0 और 4 पे आउट हुए. If Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Rahul are able to score runs after it, it's because of what Rohit Sharma is doing in the top 10. India से बेहतर top 10 यानी कि पावर प्ले ओवर्स के अंदर कोई भी टीम नहीं है. हर मैच में 2 मैच को छोड़ के श्रीलंका ऑस्ट्रेलिया मैच के सिवाय रोहित शर्मा ने आपको पावर प्ले में ऐसे रन दिए कि आपके पिछले बैट्समैन के ऊपर दबाव कम हो चुका है. It's been outstanding. This is something that Rohit Sharma talked about doing last year. He was unable to do it in the T20 Asia Cup, in the T20 World Cup. But in this year's One Day Asia Cup and now in this World Cup, रोहित शर्मा का जो योगदान रहेगा, मैं कह रहा हूं रहेगा इंडिया के वर्ल्ड कप जीतने में, उसके मुकाबले में कोई और बल्लेबाज नहीं रहेगा. विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू विराट कोहली, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, what Rohit Sharma is doing has set India on the path to winning this World Cup. Okay, a lot of comments are escaping quickly. Let me go slowly, slowly, slowly. Swapnil Kere, if South Africa bats first in both games, they're winning the World Cup. Yes, they have a. I'll say they have a greater chance of winning the semifinals if they bat first. But I just don't think. Look, I know South Africa will never chase anything in any knockout match. We've seen many, many times it's not possible. But again, Australia. Look at the Australian team that lost two matches. They've won seven matches in a row. Even if South Africa are batting first in Eden Gardens, Australia's bowling can keep them to 260, 270. And while it'll be a tough chase, Australia could chase that down. So I'm not going to say it's as black and white as Australia, South Africa bat first, they win. South Africa bat second, they lose. Um, thoda, cricket's a bit more complicated than that. Manish keh rahe, Rahul showed up at the right time. Bilkul, he had the last match to show up. And I've always said, when I look at KL Rahul, मुझे अफसोस होता है कि इस खिलाड़ी को इतने साल तक टीम ने ओपनिंग क्यों करवाया. He is India's best number five. He's been their best number five for 3-4 years now. और जो रेंज, जो अडेप्टेबिलिटी, जो शॉट्स केएल राहुल द मिडिल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन लगाते हैं, उसके मुकाबले में कोई नहीं है. विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू सूर्य कुमार यादव, अगर सूर्य कुमार यादव में वो काबिलियत होती तो अब तक वो 5 पे होते और केएल राहुल बेंच पे होते. केएल राहुल, एंड आई सेड दिस मेनी मेनी टाइम, सुबोध जो बहुत दिन बाद जुड़े हैं, सुबोध इतने क्रिटिकल रह चुके हैं केएल राहुल के बारे में. केएल राहुल इज इंडियाज बेस्ट नंबर 5. टीम ने 2014 से लेकर इनको ओपनिंग करा के बहुत बहुत बड़ी गलती करी. इसीलिए क्योंकि जब केएल राहुल ओपनिंग करते हैं तो उनको लगता है कि पूरा दुनिया का बोझ मैं लूंगा, और उस चक्कर में ही इज नॉट बीन एबल टू बी अ सक्सेसफुल ओपनर व्हेन इट कम्स टू व्हाइट बॉल क्रिकेट. अब आप इनके मिडिल ऑर्डर आंकड़े देखिए, जब से वो मिडिल ऑर्डर में आए 5 पे 2020 से चल रहा है, ये बेहतरीन आंकड़े. एंड when he's not bogged down by the new ball, by the power play, you're seeing a very very different KL Rahul. So I'm not at all surprised that he's got 200s in this World Cup. He should have had 400s in this World Cup. उस बंदे की काबिलियत, और मैं बहुत बहुत क्रिटिकल रह चुका हूं केएल राहुल द टेस्ट बैट्समैन को लेकर और केएल राहुल द T20 बैट्समैन को लेकर. लेकिन वन डे आई एम बीइंग कंसिस्टेंट, मैं अपने पिछले बातों से नहीं हट रहा हूं. केएल राहुल इज अ वैल्यूएबल एसेट टू इंडिया एट नंबर 5. जय भाई, हाउ आर यू? आई एम गुड मैन, आई एम गुड. हाउ आर यू सूर्या? दिल धक तक हो रहा है. अरे नहीं, एंजॉय करो भाई, दिवाली का दिन एंजॉय करो. हार्दिक, जय भाई, अय्यर राहुल को क्यों नहीं दी बॉलिंग एक और वो भी कर लेते. देखिए, श्रेयस अय्यर ने बॉलिंग इसलिए नहीं करी क्योंकि उनकी पीठ में प्रॉब्लम है, वो बैक सर्जरी से आ रहे हैं. और फिर केएल राहुल तो विकेट कीपिंग कर रहे हैं. बाकी 9 लोग ने बॉलिंग तो कर दी थी कल. Do you think middle order collapse can be big trouble for knockout match? In theory, yes, but not with this Indian team, no. Because after Jadeja, we don't have anyone to score. But again, that's the risk. This is the risk that India has now taken for 5 matches since Hardik Pandya was ruled out. Has the risk hurt them yet? Nope, it hasn't. क्या इंडिया एक्सपोज हुई बॉलिंग में नेदरलैंड्स के खिलाफ? भाई, जिस टीम ने 8 मैच में सारे टीम को बोल्ड आउट करके नंबर 1 जगह हासिल करी, आपको लगता है कि ये एक्सपोज हो गई है? क्या बात कर रहे हो? Are you living in Sector 37, Noida? No, I'm not. Amit Bhatt, sorry. Jamie, there's a little bit of fear, mostly mindset playing New Zealand given our history. Bilkul, this question has been asked me, Amit, every single day since the last 2 weeks, and I'll give you the same answer I've given every single day. This question was asked to me yesterday, it was asked to me day for yesterday. Bat first, do not chase. If anyone has any doubts about this being a bat first World Cup, please come and see me. I'm on YouTube every day. I have told many captains, many franchises, many coaches कि मैं फ्री में आपको अपनी राय दूंगा, अपनी सलाह दूंगा. ये वर्ल्ड कप बैट फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड कप है. अफसोस की बात है कि बहुत बहुत दिग्गज अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कप्तान को ये बात थोड़ी लेट में समझ आई. इट इज अ बैट फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड कप. ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज, इफ यू आर चेसिंग, खुदा ना खास्ता इंडिया की चेसिंग आए और न्यूजीलैंड ने 270 रन के आसपास बनाए, just get through the first 20 overs at the Wankhede Stadium, because the next 30 overs batting becomes very very easy. It's the first 20 overs under lights when the breeze is coming across from the ocean, the ball is doing things. Bat out Trent Bolt, bat out Tim Southee, bat out Lockie Ferguson, and it'll be fine. But if you want to win the match, just win the toss, just bat first. आपकी बैटिंग के पास वो काबिलियत है कि वो 300 रन बनाए वानखड़े पे और वानखड़े पे 300 रन तो किसी से चेस नहीं होगा. Whenever I think of this World Cup, I will always remember you and your live stream. Thank you, my friend Domru. Thank you very much. Thank you for making this World Cup coverage so memorable. That's very sweet of you. Dil se shukriya. Lekin thank you to you for coming so regularly on this show and asking good questions and sharing your views. I do this show because of you guys. So thank you. ये जो मुझे मिलता है ना आप लोग से बात करने का, मैं 18 साल से मीडिया में हूँ. ये ना मुझे किसी न्यूज चैनल में मिला, ये ना मुझे कभी टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में मिला, ये ना मुझे कभी क्रिक इन्फो में मिला, ये ना मुझे कभी क्रिक बस से मिला. ये मिला है सिर्फ मुझे यूट्यूब से. सो थैंक यू. दिस इज व्हाई आई गेट अप एवरी डे with a cup of coffee and I try to share my views with you, all you lovely viewers. Thank you. Swapnil कह रहे हैं, in case New Zealand meets SA in the final, how do you see the game playing out and who do you think will win? I think New Zealand because Swapnil they've got to the final in 15, they've got to the final in 2019. South Africa have never been able to get past the semi-final, and I do not believe this time again they're going to be able to get past the semi-final. लेकिन आपने hypothetical सवाल मुझसे पूछा. In that scenario, I will go back to what somebody else asked. If they bat first, their chances of winning go up because New Zealand's bowling, yes, it's been good, but barring one game, Trent Bolt only turned up in one game the way he normally does. अगर ट्रेंट बोल्ट का दिन ऑफ रहेगा और देखिए मैट हेनरी के बाहर जाने से टीम सऊदी despite his experience, despite his vault of wickets, Team Saudi cannot do what Matt Henry was doing. That is give you wickets up front. So if South Africa are able to bat first in this hypothetical final against New Zealand, I think they can put up 310, 320, and then it's game over. CJ, has Muhammad Shami peaked and is due to some wicketless matches, or was that only one off day? It's just one off day. Don't worry about Muhammad. I'm telling you guys, मुझे इतना यकीन है, मुझे इतना विश्वास है इस टीम पर. आप लोग बेफिक्र रहिए, सारी डाउट, सारी जो भी आपके मन में है, निकाल दो. Do not worry about Muhammad Shami. One wicketless match, the guy's been taking 4 wickets every match. एक मैच में तो थोड़ा ऑफ रहेंगे ना. टेंशन मत लो. इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप जीत रही है. Hi, Jamie, says Pratik. Do you think Netherlands gave New Zealand a sight or a way to take on Indian bowling by going aggressive against Indian bowlers? It's a good question, but actually, New Zealand was the team that actually got this process started. Go back about 3 weeks ago to India's match against New Zealand at Dharamshala. Yes, it was 34 for 2 after 10 overs, but Daryl Mitchell and Rachin Ravindra, the way they attacked India's bowler, they attacked Kuldeep Yadav, and Kuldeep Yadav went for about 78 runs. It was actually New Zealand that showed if you attack carefully, there's a lot of risk in attacking Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Shami. But if you can somehow deny them early wickets, and if you attack the spinners, there is a way to be done. But having said that, having acknowledged that New Zealand were the team that put this trend in motion, उसके बाद कोई भी नहीं कर पाया. देखिए कल नेदरलैंड्स का क्या था. It was a very flat track. 400 runs had been scored twice in the last 3 games here. India were, like I said, they took it lightly. दिवाली का माहौल था. 6 दिन के बाद ये लोग आ रहे हैं. They knew there was nothing riding on this match. India did not have that killer instinct. Let's accept it. It was not a good sight to see Netherlands putting up, that many runs against them and keeping them on the field for that long. But it's because India were not taking it seriously. That's why Netherlands were able to get it. Nothing to worry about. एक हल्के मैच में लिया. उसी मैच में टीम ने 400 बनाए. I'm honestly, genuinely, I'm not concerned. So don't worry, Pratik. Hello, Jamie, out of context. Sir, if you please feel bad, I am 25. I used to stammer in my childhood. It is decreased now, but I stammer when I get excited or get nervous. What to do? There's a video, my friend, on my YouTube channel. आप उसको जाके देख सकते हो. I don't know where it is. Go to my YouTube channel. You can search for it. उसमें मैंने अपने एक्सपीरियंस और अपने व्यूज बताए. टेंशन की बात नहीं है, my friend सूर्य. ये भाई विराट का अब हर 100 एक माइलस्टोन हो गया तो उसका कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. इफेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए लेकिन इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है. कल के मैच में सबका स्ट्राइक रेट 120 से लेकर 170 का था. विराट का 90 का क्यों था? क्योंकि वो प्रेशर के लिए खेल रहा है. वो 100 के लिए खेल रहा है. It's not good, like I said. Hi, Pavan. Abhinav Pan is saying Netherlands had no pressure. They didn't make such runs, but still they thought to play took up to 50 overs. If in flat pitches, someone is doing tuk, you have to take wickets. Overall, I will have to say, yes, you got a right point. What are the chances of Bhuvi and T20? Bhuvi? आशीष मणि तिवारी क्या पी के आए हो आप? भुवनेश्वर के बारे में पूछ रहे हो? भुवनेश्वर को तो कप को शॉल पहना के टीम ने बाहर कर दिया दोस्त। वो भी नहीं आएंगे अभी। अगर आप एक साल से एक फॉर्मेट नहीं खेले हो, कहां से आओगे? इज लॉन्ग रन। आई एम वॉन्डरिंग, इंडिया का हम जश्न मना रहे हैं आपको। आई जेन्युइनली वांट टू नो, आज इस वनडे वर्ल्ड कप डिस्कशन के बाद, सेमीफाइनल के डिस्कशन के बाद आपको अचानक भुवी की याद कैसे आई? आई फाइंड इट क्वाइट फनी। सिराज फील्डिंग इन recent matches has been quite sloppy. Recent matches, but जब से मैं सिराज को देख रहा हूँ, he's been very very sloppy. He's Sushant, it's nothing new. He's the worst fielder in the Indian team. ये मैं 7-8 साल से देख रहा हूँ, जब से वो आईपीएल खेलने लगे। Shout out to the journo who lit a fire under him. सही बात है आशुतोष। What do you think of Shreyas cramping his hands? It's a big issue because it happened in Indore ODI. It's a concern in a longer duration, but right now, coming back from criticism, I was very, very critical of him on this channel as well as on the two other news channels that I appear on daily. I said he needs to sort himself out or he's not going to see through this World Cup. Since then, he's got 77, 86, and 127 not out. He has short ball problems, but it's not that bad. The show is going on. Yes, he's cramping up, but I'm not too concerned about these things. Do match ki baat hai, and I'm sure Shreyas will come through with flying colors in the next two matches. Hello, Jamie. I have a question. Go for it. Hypothetically, could Ishan have been brought in to keep for Kale as a fielding substitute, and could Kale Rahul a bowl? Um, you have to be seriously injured. So if he's injured, how is he going to bowl? So the question is, yes, he could be brought on, but if he's brought on, Rahul's got to leave the field, so he couldn't have bowled. कल रोहित भाई ने सबको bowling scheme चालू किया, सही है. In that scenario, I want New Zealand to win. You mean New Zealand to win? Correct. I'll always back the Black Caps after India. 5 matches, one chasing four, batting first, ready for semis. Let's make it 11-0. पर थोड़ा डर है because New Zealand again. डर ठीक है लेकिन डर के आगे जीतती है. I'm saying मैं तो कभी नहीं डरा किसी टीम से. हाँ, फिक्र हुई थी, गुस्सा हुआ था, चिंता हुई थी, बट डर डर क्यों? Trent Bolt and Rachin Ravindra are the biggest at in the semi-final. They are, I know for a fact, and won't be surprised if they take the away from game. That's a very logical belief. It is, but this time around, more than any other World Cup I've seen, I'm going to have faith in India. Shami's run-up was enough to show the bowlers were taking. बिल्कुल ये गलत बात है कि टीम ने हल्की में लिया, लेकिन सच्चाई है. Yeah, Jamie, you analyze it really well. I recall it now. New Zealand and Dharamshala tried to take on Indian balls aggressively. Thanks for your in-depth analysis. Thank you for watching, my friend. So, Shan, Jamie, your last week's video on Diwali firecracker. दोस्त ये पिछले हफ्ते की नहीं है, ये 3 साल पहले की है. ये 2020 की वीडियो है. दिस वाज फेक इन इंडिया, जो जिसके साथ मैं 2016 से लेकर इस साल तक जुड़ा था. ये एक्चुअली 3 साल पहले की वीडियो है. ये मैंने मुंबई के एक होटल में शूट किया था. That's why I remember I'd gone down to Mumbai for 2 days to shoot, and I carried my tripod and my suit. I forgot the tie, as you can see. But ये actually 3 साल पहले की वीडियो है. हाँ, it's been going viral. बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि मैंने ये last week shoot किया, लेकिन नहीं, ये 3 साल पहले की है. Siraj is not good fielder, but he always tries to stop bad ball by diving. Bilkul. Abhinav fans, I hate New Zealand. How can you hate New Zealand? They're the sweetest team in the world. Winning toss in semi-final seems to be more important than in final. No, both matches. Cool. Semi-final Kolkata, you're not going to chase 270. Wankhede, you're not going to chase 270. And Ahmedabad, yes, batting track, but भैया फाइनल में सौरभ गांगुली ने 20 साल पहले ये गलती करी कि हम चेस करेंगे. 20 साल से कह रहा हूं भाई, मत लो फील्डिंग नॉकआउट्स में. We're happy to see Australia back in the losing in the starting matches. बिल्कुल, I said this. I said Australia might lose 3-0, but it's Australia यार. आप इनको डिस्काउंट नहीं कर पाएंगे. और जैन के महीने से कहते आ रहा हूं आप ही के सामने कि ये वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल के टॉप 2 टीम्स होंगे, इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया. If Rohit wins the World Cup, then will he be the greatest captain? No. What is greatest? आप लोग बताइए. इस सवाल का जवाब मैं दूंगा. आप बताइए, मनीष, सुबोध, मोहित, सब जो जुड़े हैं, आपके, मैं छोड़ू, मेरा चैनल है, मैं कुछ भी बोल लूं, आप लोग के मन में ग्रेटेस्ट शब्द का मतलब क्या है? You tell me what you mean by greatest. Will you cover next year's T20 World Cup? I am planning to go to Australia, not to America. Sorry, not to West Indies, but I will be covering the American leg of that tournament. Yes. What are your thoughts on the temporary stadium in Long Island? Look, I don't think America right now. Yes, I've said on many shows before, America, the United States, North America could be a great hosting nation given its infrastructure It's first class facilities, but थोड़ा जल्दबाजी में ये लोग कुछ स्टेडियम्स बना रहे हैं. I would much rather play all the stadiums in Houston, Dallas, North Carolina because these stadiums have been around for a slightly longer duration. मुझे लॉन्ग आइलैंड वाली स्टेडियम को लेकर थोड़ी फिक्र है. How good is Rohit if you bowl wide to him? Will Rohit throw bat or use feet to get the ball? He throws the bat. What's going on with Raj injury? I have not heard anything, but he came back. I think he'll be fine. जय भाई मेरा यही क्वेश्चन था कि भुवी को लेकर मुश्ताक अली में परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा है और जब 3 साल बाद अश्विन आ सकता है तो भुवी का चांस तो है हो सकता है लेकिन अश्विन को सिर्फ एक मैच के लिए लाया गया ना वो चेन्नई वाले मैच में क्योंकि उनका होम ग्राउंड था उसके बाद अश्विन कहाँ खेले आपके पास युवा तेज गेंदबाज है आपको फ्यूचर मैं आज भी कहता हूं अश्विन को वापस लाना बेवकूफी थी अच्छी बॉलिंग करी एक मैच में उनके बेंच पे होने से ये बहुत बेहतरीन बॉलिंग अटैक है लेकिन अश्विन को एक मैच के लिए आप क्यों लाए आप भुवी के पास जाओगे 1.5 साल के बाद जब से वो इंडिया के लिए खेले हैं ये किस अंदाज से आपको सही लगता है क्या किसी युवा बॉलर को आप ही लोग इस चैनल पे आकर बोलते हो कि हंगर गेर कर को क्यों नहीं खिलाते हैं मोहसिन खान को क्यों नहीं खिलाते हो और आज आप लोग कह रहे हो कि भुवी को लाओ illogical right to go back to a bowler who's not played for the country for a year and a half now जो भी करे सैयद मुश्ताक अली में why would you go back to Bhuvi you have to look forward. Yesterday Netherlands batted well only because Chinnaswamy is a close team, so air से कोई swing नहीं मिलता evening में. हाँ ये भी सही बात है. If India bat in semi, what's a safe score according to you? At the Wankhede, 300. I'm hearing your live while working on. Arey Shrikar, nice to hear that, my friend. Do well, do well. Maybe one day you'll inspire me to go back to the gym. बहुत साल हो गए. I love it. My semi-final prediction: New Zealand beats India and SA beats Australia. That would be good to see, but yeah, I don't know. Pratik, are you sensing India versus Australia? I sensed this back in the month of January when I said it. Santner के 10 overs and Bolt के first in over छोड़ के India should tear apart New Zealand attack. I think they will. Only thing is for me the biggest threat is Lockie Ferguson. First change 140 bouncing out Iyer, bouncing out Gill, cramping Kohli. For me the biggest threat is not Trent Bolt. Trent Bolt को ये टीम खेल लेगी. Lockie Ferguson Wankhede Stadium के bounce के साथ Lockie Ferguson is the biggest khatra to India. 300, 350 score in semis if we bat first. Not against New Zealand's attack. No, I'll give New Zealand's attack more credit. Bilal Malik keh rahe, New Zealand to beat India. I think India is going to choke again. Had this been any other Indian team, I would have said yes. Not this team. This team is the best World Cup team India has ever had. They're going to win the World Cup with an 11-0 margin. Dosto, I have to cut the stream short now. I have to hop on to Repose in the next 2 minutes. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Please hit the like button. Share the video. Subscribe if you've not. Love you all. Love your engagement. Love your interaction. मुझे मेरे पास 1.5 मिनट है दूसरा शो करना है रोपोसो पर. Have a great Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye. Jai.